Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to this Uxbridge College Virtual Open Day. Thank you for attending this afternoon, and we are here for the Professional Cookery Open Day. First of all, just a little bit of housekeeping before we start. Your microphone should be on mute. If they do become unmuted, would you please kindly just mute them for us? But if you do have any questions that you'd like to ask us, please put them in the chat, and our curriculum team will be able to answer your questions at the end of this session. Also, just to let you know, this is being recorded today, this session, and therefore, just to let you know really, and also that this will be disseminated after the session. So if for some reason your internet does go and you miss something, don't worry, you'll be able to check it afterwards. And also for anybody who can't join us today, they can also have this link. Okay, fantastic. Well, welcome to this session. I'm going to first of all play you a video which is of the college and just showing you a little bit about our college. So I hope you enjoy. Hopefully this will work. So here's our video. Okay, and I'd like to welcome now our principal, Daryl, to give you his welcome to the college.
Hello everyone, my name is Daryl, and as Principal of Uxbridge College, I'm very pleased to be able to welcome you to this virtual Open Day session. I'm aware that lockdown has been a difficult time for everyone, and especially so if you've been trying to gain your qualifications this year. And if that is the case, I really do hope it's gone well for you. But now is the time to put next year's plans into action, and this virtual session should help you do exactly that. There are a range of career options open to you, and it's worth being aware that Uxbridge College offers some of the widest choice of academic, vocational and technical qualifications at various levels to suit your interests and abilities. The college has an excellent track record for success with consistently high performance over more than a decade. Currently, we are the highest performing college in London for 16 to 19 learners, and this has been the case for the last 2 years. Moreover, our A-level and English and Maths progress scores are amongst the highest in the country. Our teaching staff are specialists in their areas and bring with them vital industry experience to ensure that learning is relevant and that our learners achieve well. In addition, we have a strong reputation for quality support for our learners, and again, to ensure that they succeed and progress, which they do. We've continually invested in our facilities to ensure these are fit for purpose and to industry standard, and created really excellent social and recreational facilities for our learners when they're not in lessons. Now, our staff are here to help you, and because we have such a wide range of choices, we will assist you in finding a suitable place at the college according to your qualifications and your abilities. But importantly, it'll be on a course that you are interested in and therefore have a best chance of succeeding in. I hope I've given you a little flavour of what's on offer at Uxbridge College, and should you wish to join us, I do encourage you to apply early to secure your place here at the college, and I very much look forward to meeting you and welcoming you in person in September. Thank you.
Thank you, Daryl, for that talk. Just a very polite reminder that if you do have your microphone unmuted, if you could mute it for us, please, just so we don't hear any background noise. Thank you ever so much. So good afternoon, everybody. As Daryl said, we're very delighted to announce that we are the #1 college in London, and that is for the second year in a row for our 16 to 18-year-old achievement. And that is fantastic, because that shows that we are an environment that really wants to make you do the best and achieve what you want to achieve. I can just hear some background noise. I hope I'm just going to mute that. Okay. So why are we #1 in London? Well, we're #1 in London because for a number of reasons, and our learners say we're #1. And the recent FE Choices survey has regarded our students, saying that they are satisfied the most out of all the colleges in London, which is fantastic. Exactly what we want to hear. We're also #1 in London for our achievement rates, which shows that when our students come onto our courses, we are the #1 for getting them through and getting them through to their qualification. You can see there 99% for our substantial qualifications, such as this one today. Also, our students go on to great things, and that includes going into the world of work, that goes into apprenticeships, that also goes into higher education. So there really are some amazing examples of our learners going on to positive destinations. So at Uxbridge College, we do think about the whole learner, and we think about each and every one of you to make sure that you succeed and have the ambition to succeed on our courses. We think about your main qualification. We think about your English and maths. We also think about getting you ready for the workplace. And by doing that, we also offer you the opportunity to go on to industry placement, including work experience. As well as this, we think about your enrichment opportunities, whether that be tutorial or guest speakers, trips and visits, whatever we need to do to enhance what you already learn in the classroom. We also have a fantastic offer of support, which I'll mention later, which we try and use to encourage you to work hard and to achieve your goals. Now, it's really important to us to provide a really fantastic environment for learning, and we really think we do have this at Uxbridge College. The Professional Cookery course is based at our Hayes campus, which has some fantastic classrooms, workshops, and specialist workspaces, which our curriculum team will tell you later on. As well as having fantastic learning environments, though, we need amazing teachers to allow you to learn. And our staff are highly qualified with a wealth of industry experience to gain you the skills and knowledge you need to prepare for the workplace or for university. We're really proud that many of our staff at Uxbridge College have come from industry, so we'll give you that real first-hand experience of what it's like to be a professional. We're also aware that learners like to come to college because they want to meet new people and gain new social experiences, and we think that's really important too. And you can get involved in making the most of your college life outside of the classroom. And you can do that through our various student social events, our fundraising, and our volunteering activities. We also want to know what students think about the college, and it's really important for us to shape college life through our really active student union. And don't just take our word for it, you can take it from Ofsted as well, who did their monitoring visit on us in 2019, who said that our teachers have high expectations for our learners, and we are there to help them learn. But also, if our learners do encounter any problems or issues, we're there to make sure we put it right for them, because we know our learners well. What is really fantastic is the last sentence here, is that our learners and apprentices are positive about their learning experiences, and they enjoy coming to Uxbridge College, which we are really happy about. Okay, so I'm now going to hand you over to the curriculum team, Ros and Louise, who are going to talk you through the professional cookery courses at our Hayes campus.
All right. Welcome, everyone. Thank you, Liam. If you can move to the next slide, please. Okay. So just a big welcome from the Professional Cookery team. We're going to be speaking today about our full-time level 1 qualification as well as our apprenticeship program. If you move to the next slide, please. Okay, so first about me, you can see me in the corner, but just so you know, I've been at Uxbridge College since 2011. I'm the main tutor for the apprentice chef de partie, which is a year 3 and 4 level. I'm also assessed across all levels from level 1 right through to all apprentice. And on a Friday, I'm the chef lecturer in the kitchen. I manage the beauty, media, makeup, and professional cookery team. And a little bit more about me, I'm industry based. I've come from the industry. I was a head chef for 10 years before I started teaching. And the main reason I teach is because I love the industry that we teach about. Next slide, please.
Hi, everyone. My name is Louise Carter. I am a chef lecturer. I'm also the tutor to the Year 2 Common Chef apprentices. And I also teach the production kitchen on a Wednesday for our restaurant. I've been a part of the teaching team at Uxbridge College since 2016. A little bit about me, I'm a really passionate individual and I love food and all aspects of food. So I really hope that when you're in my lessons, you have the same attitude towards food as what we have. Next slide. Okay, so what we offer at Uxbridge College is the level 1 professional cookery. It compromises of 2 qualifications, work experience and English and maths. So the first qualification is the level 1 NVQ certificate in food preparation and cookery. And the other one is a level 1 certificate in introduction to the hospitality and catering services. The course is for learners who are looking for a career in the hospitality industry. The level 1 course will suit those who are interested in our sector and have very little or no experience in the hospitality and catering industry. You may still be at school or starting a part-time hospitality job. This course is the first step to beginning an apprenticeship in this industry. Next slide, please.
One in professional cookery, you can apply for our apprenticeship program. Our minimum entry, there's an entry 3, so level 1 in functional skills, maths and English. If you do our commis chef or our production chef, which is also known as the level 2, we can help you achieve your level 1 in your functional skills, maths and English. You need to apply online and you'll be interviewed by either myself, Chef Roz, or who you've just spoken to, Chef Louise. We can help you find a work placement. Apprenticeships work where they're working a minimum of 30 hours per week and attend college 1 day per week. You'll get support from your mentor at work as well as your college assessor. There is a virtual open day on Wednesday the 10th at 6 p.m. About apprenticeships. And if you are interested, I would suggest you do join up to their open day. Next slide, please. Okay, on site, as Liam said before, we are based at the Hayes campus. We have an on-site restaurant that's open to the public a Wednesday and a Friday, where you'll learn such skills as table layout, how to serve customers, and the barista service, just to name a few. Throughout the year, the apprentices plan to gourmet nights, and where the level 1s get to assist them in this. So you'll work front of house as well as kitchen. Throughout the year, you'll complete work experience, which happens within the college of 30 hours in our canteen, as well as 2 weeks at close to the end of the academic year, where we try and place you into work placements that you request, looking forward into going into your apprenticeship. Next slide, please.
So we also have what we call our restaurant kitchen. The Ravisco kitchen is run by the chef lecturers, which is myself on a Wednesday and Chef Roz, the other lady that's talking today. And that's where you'd refer to us as chef. We change the menu every few weeks, so the level 1 learners get to move on to different sections.
Sorry, you need to go back a slide, Liam.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. So we change the menu every few weeks, so the level 1 learners get to move on to different sections throughout the kitchen, such as starters, mains and desserts. We also have a bread section. This will enable you to get the whole real professional kitchen experience. We prepare everything from scratch, from bread to ice creams and seasonal specials that we run daily in the restaurant.
Next slide, please. Okay, and then with progression, so further study. So once you've completed your level 1, which again is 2 different qualifications in the 1 year, this is a great foundation to further training. After you gain your certificates, you move on to apprenticeship with us, which will either go into the commis chef, again, a year 2 chef, or a production chef. They're two different types of chefs, and both are 18-month courses, and both have maths and English attached to them. The progression from commis chef is chef de partie, which is a full 2 years. In the photos we have up, you can see some of the workplaces that some of our students are at now. Next slide, please. Okay, Liam, when I finish talking, if you wouldn't mind pressing play. So this is a video from one of our past students speaking about his experience at college and his industry experience. You can press play, please, Liam. Thank you.
Hey, my name is Kumar, and today I'm going to talk to you about why I chose the Catering and Hospitality course. After completing my GCSEs, I wanted to choose a course that I felt very connected with. From a young age, I was always in the kitchen with my mum learning about food, and I always felt that food and me had a great connection. I wanted to do a course that I felt that would help me understand catering and hospitality industry from A to Z. After completing the course in 2014 and graduating from college, I felt that I achieved that. Yes, there was still a lot more to learn, and I felt that could have been gained by the real experiences in the real industry. The course in itself was great, it was useful, and there was a lot of information to take away, and the teachers and the lecturers were always helpful and hands-on, and the practical side of it made it a very realistic course as well. I was very lucky, and I felt that I learned a lot, made some great memories, great experience, and I learned a lot from it. I know that even today, that if I was to email any of my old lecturers, they would still be happy to help me and guide me in any information I ever needed or required. That's the impact the course had on me, and I was always lucky, and I always felt that it was a great course to be part of. Graduating, I had many options in front of me of what I wanted from my career. And I did a bit of everything. I became a chef, I went and did events management, and then I also worked as a waiter in front of house. After careful consideration, I thought that front of house is where I belonged. Even though I still love to cook now, and I still cook for all my family and friends, and I love to feed people, but it's something that I cherished and I love doing. After going into waitressing, I very quickly learned a lot from it and took a lot of experience from it, and then within a couple of years became a manager. These kind of jobs, I did a bit of every element of the hospitality industry, which was a great experience for me, and I wanted to make sure that I touched upon many of these different elements. I went and worked in pubs, hotels, event companies, restaurants, private dining, because I wanted to make sure that I touched across every element of hospitality there is. And there's still many more that I'm gonna do in the future, and I look forward to doing in the future as well. I am a general manager for a British brand called Build, and it is a great experience for me, and with the great teaching I've had from the early days, I am so happy that I have worked my way up and hard. And that is the one beauty about catering and hospitality industry, is that no matter what age you are, or no matter where you are, what experience you have, you can always develop and you can learn more, and you can go ahead in your career as well. And I know that even up until today's day, that if I was a chef, I would have definitely been a head chef of some restaurant right now. I would say that I'm happy that I chose this course, and I would definitely recommend this to everyone out there. It's a great course. I took away some great experiences from it. I took away some great learnings from it, and I took some great support from my teachers from it as well. And I would recommend this course to everyone out there, and also to my family and friends as well. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope you come and join us at Uxbridge College. So don't delay, go college today. Thank you.
Thank you, Liam.
Okay, thank you. Thank you to Chef Ros and Chef Louise there for their presentation. I have got a few questions actually that I'm going to just put to you, which I've had put on the chat. So I'm just going to read those out, and I think we've got a few here now. Just the question here for the team: do you have to be a certain age to do an apprenticeship, or does it vary depending on the course?
Okay, I can answer that. It does vary depending on the course. We usually say 19 plus for apprentice, because in the industry, what the chefs are what they really want is some experience. So if you are over 19, if you're under 19, but you've had a sort of a year experience in a professional kitchen, then we're likely to take you on for apprenticeship. Otherwise, I would say between 16 and 19, if you have no experience, the level 1 foundation is really important to have. Also in the industry, you need to have health and safety, you need to know life skills, and there's certain terminologies that you need to learn before you can step into a professional kitchen. I hope that answers your question.
Thank you. I hope that answers the question that was put in the chat. If anyone else has any other questions, please put them in the chat. The curriculum team will be on for the rest of this session, so we can answer some more questions. Okay, so just we're going to move on to the general support of the college. Just to talk about how we can support you to ensure that you get the most out of your college life. And what is fantastic at Uxbridge College is we have a really great careers advice and progression support. And it's just worth saying here that this is at both our campuses. So our Uxbridge campus, but also our Hayes campus is where the professional cookery course is hosted. So if you have any need to look for part-time work, or you're interested in progressing onto other courses, we have a great information, advice and guidance team for you. Now, if you're a student who has a special educational need or who feels like they require some extra support, we do have an outstanding learning support team at Uxbridge College. So if you do have those issues and want to speak to somebody, please do get in contact with us, because we'll be able to point you in the right direction on how to support you before you join us in September. We also know that sometimes students have issues, and we have a really dedicated personal and welfare support team in our learning support department and student support department who will help our students with any issues they may come across. We also have a really an excellent team that supports our learners with financial support, including bursaries. So you can find more information about this when you join the college. We also have academic support for students in our learning resource centres at both Uxbridge and Hayes campus to support you with writing your assignments and also digital skills. So I hope that today's session may give you some information, and you probably are really excited about joining our professional cookery course in September. And if you are interested in joining us, and here is how you do so. Just to let you know, our college campuses are currently not open, but you can do your application all online because it's the quickest and easiest way to do so. So what you need to do is go onto our website and select your course and click on the orange apply button. And this will allow you to create an application account, which you can keep logging in as many times as you like to view your details and update your information. And don't worry, the form doesn't take too long to complete. And once you've submitted your application, we will contact you to explain the next steps. If you would prefer to download the application form and post it and email it to us, you can do. The option is there on our website. Now, if you do need some more information, and today you can obviously go back after this session and watch this video, but there are other ways that you can find more information about your college course. You can give us a call. Our telephone number is 01895 85 3333. Or you can also email us at inquiries@uxbridgecollege.ac.uk. You can also go onto our website, which is www.uxbridgecollege.ac.uk. I'm just seeing some questions. I'm going to put that question. I think Ros and Louise, or Chef Ros and Louise, how much cooking will I learn on level 1 is the question.
Right. Okay, so cooking wise, I'd say 50% of the course is practical and the other 50% is theory. So remember, everything you're learning about in professional cookery about food, you need to know the science behind it, as well as food hygiene, working within a team. And then we also do front of house, where you're learning sort of barista, which is all the different coffees. So 50% of our course is practical and the other 50% of it is theory based. And then of course there's maths and English on top of that as well.
Another question is, what will I cook?
Oh, lots of things. You're lucky that Louise and I are very industry based, so we're very up and current with what's happening in the industry. So you'll learn a range of things, like Louise said earlier on. We make our own ice creams, we make fresh breads. At level 1, you don't do so much butchery and fishmonger, but you do that more at level 2 and level 3, or year 2 and year 3. But mostly at level 1, you'll learn how to work safely with your knives. You'll do a range of different vegetables, different French cuts. You do cake, pastry. So we really, I mean, you can imagine we run a full restaurant with a full menu. So we really do cover a massive range of food.
Question here, can an entry 3 ESOL student join level 1?
Okay, so that you'd have to go through the interview process. I'm sure you can, but we'd have to interview you first, then to see your predicted grades or your grades that you already have. But there's no problem with it being ESOL, definitely not.
Okay, I don't know if anyone else has any other questions they would like to put to the chefs. Will equipment be provided, or do we have to purchase the equipment ourselves?
the equipment you have to purchase it yourself. So when you do enroll, you'll give a form. If your family are on benefits, you can bring your benefits letter with it. We can see how much of it the college can pay towards it as well. So we do have quite a few options there. Student support can give you the more details on that. So when you enroll, and once you've enrolled yourself and you go through your interview process, you'll be interviewed by Chef Louise and myself. We can answer all those sort of queries that you have as well.
And another question that's in the chat: can my family come to the restaurant?
Oh yes, definitely.
Absolutely.
We encourage your parents and families to come, and your friends as well. We are open on a Tuesday and a Friday. A Wednesday and a Friday, and we definitely encourage your families to come and they'll either be served by you, so you'll get one day where you work in front of house where you'll be serving the customers, and then the second day you'll be in the kitchen, so you really get a good feel of the industry, so you're on all sides. So it sort of helps prepare you for your future. If you want to be front of house and go into management, or you want to be in a kitchen and go into to be a head chef.
Excellent, and thank you everybody for these questions. This is the most questions we've had on the virtual open day so far, which is brilliant, which shows the enthusiasm out there, which is fantastic. Has anyone else got any more questions before we finish this session this afternoon? I'm just waiting for a few moments.
Yeah.
I think that was the last of the questions. Thank you, chefs, for your time, and thank you everybody for joining us this afternoon on this virtual open day. As I said, the contact details there if you would like any more information. And I do have one more question. This is the last question.
Okay.
What will the uniform look like? Is the last question.
If your camera's on, you can see that we're in uniform now, Chef Louise and myself. So you see we're wearing a white tunic, which is a chef jacket, it's also known as a chef jacket. You'll wear black trousers, check black trousers, safety shoes, and a full body apron. We have different aprons for different days. So we have a full body apron and a half apron. We do wear a chef's hat because legally we have to make sure our hair is covered. When you work front of house, you wear a grey and black uniform. So there are uniforms for both, as well as shoes and all your PPE, which is your protective gear for the kitchen.
And there has been another question, and I'm getting lots and lots of questions here. We do have a little bit of time, so I'm going to keep going if that's okay, chefs. Which is great. Is the uniform something that students have to purchase as well?
Yes, it is. It's part of your kit. So what you do is when you enrolled, you get a form, which you need to order your uniform. So we'll help you with that. You order your uniform, and we send off the uniform when it arrives at college, because it has to be signed for, and we hand them out to you. Part of your uniform is also your knife kit. So you get a selection of knives that you need at level 1, and every year that you go up, you purchase more knives. So the beginning is quite a bulk of equipment and kit that you need, and then as the years go on, you get different knives that you add to it.
Just to add to that, sorry to interrupt you there, Ros, all food will be provided for you. So it's not like when you are at school and you have to take your own food for your lessons. So as you start your everyday classes, the food will be in the classroom ready for you, along with obviously the saucepans and the equipment as well.
And we do encourage you to try food, so you will definitely be fed well.
Brilliant. And next question, do we need any experience? I think you answered already earlier, but do we need any experience to join the level 1 course?
No, for level 1, you need no experience at all. It's only if you want to go into apprenticeship where you need a level 1, or you need at least a year's experience in the industry.
Okay, thank you. And the next question was, are these courses full-time or part-time courses?
They're full-time courses. So all our courses are full-time. It depends on if you have your maths GCSE. So say 4 and up, then you won't need to do maths and English, but otherwise you have maths and English. So when I say full-time, it's not quite the same as school. So your full-time, depending again on your maths and English, can be anywhere sort of 4 to 5 days per week.
Thank you. And I'm just going to leave it a few moments. I think we'll get a few more questions.
Okay.
But just to say, from personal experience working with Ros and Louise, that are really dedicated, outstanding lecturers. So you are really going to a professional environment, and also the food is pretty good that you are going to be making. It's real restaurant quality. So you're going into a real professional environment here at Uxbridge. Another question has come in. Do we work in the evening?
At level 1, no. The latest class you'll have is till 6:30. As we spoke about before, we do gourmet nights. We do sort of 3 to 4 a year, and then you'll be requested to work until 9 o'clock being the latest. But those only happen 4 times throughout the year, which is a brilliant experience. We also do charity events for the mayor, for instance, and those will be later evenings. But the latest class for a level 1 this academic year has been 6:30.
Great, and we've had a thanks there for the information. It's our pleasure to provide you with as much information you need to join us, hopefully in September. Thank you, everybody. I think that's all the questions. So thank you for your time this afternoon. We wish you health and safety in these times. And
Another question.
another question, and I will say this is the last question. I think you have mentioned it already, but just do we have to pay for the course?
No, it's unless you're over 19. So if you're under 19, the course is paid for. So you just need to apply, and we can go through all the details about payments. Payments more happen on the kits, but as I said, when you go through your application, you come through to the interview stage, we can go through that in more detail with you.
Thank you, chefs, and obviously if you could stay on, I'll stop recording, and if you could stay on, that'd be great. Thank you everybody for your time this afternoon, and again, I'll say for the third time, wishing you health and safety during these unique times, and have a lovely afternoon.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you for coming.